Hey guys, welcome back to DreamCoin. It's Tyler again. I've got some pretty big news today on a stock called DSS, short for Document Security Systems. They're a company that basically focus on brand protection technology, blockchain security, and digital assets and securitizing those. And I'm going to go back and show you a couple different articles as to why the stock's been kind of on a downtrend right now, but it's looking to make a pretty solid upward run over the next bit of time, whether that be if you're trying to short swing trade it or if you're trying to hold it more long term and ride it out with cryptocurrencies getting a big boost, especially with the new Tesla information that just came out recently and them acquiring Bitcoin. To start on this, I'm just going to get right into it to make it real fast and easy on you guys for what's going on. But basically, Document Security Systems came out with this information today where they're adding $39.7 million worth of common stock offerings to the market. And this is going to be at a price point of $2.80 per share. Now, it's relatively low compared to the price that it's sitting at right now. It closed just above $4, but it does provide a good support at that 280, and it's going to be able to inject a lot of energy into the trend that DSS has been seeing recently. And going along with this different kind of market injection, it's going to allow a lot more people to kind of have their eyes on it as this news gets out more. There's going to be a lot more buying volume, and that's going to be a very healthy point to keep pushing the price upwards. And what we're going to be looking to see over the next few weeks is definitely a push for that $4 to $5 range. And I'll be going a little bit more into the analytics of that here in a bit. So to start off, the biggess news I wanted to go with today for DSS and why it's going to be an insane stock and just kind of start blowing up, especially with the cryptocurrency fanaticism that's going on right now, is this new news of a merger between DSS, CoinStreet Partners, and GSX Group, where they're trying to make a digital asset exchange business based in the US. And this is huge for a lot of different reasons, and what I'll do is just briefly kind of go through what each company does. So I guess the DSS does blockchain security and marketing and securitizes like digital assets and things of that nature, while CoinStreet focuses more on decentralized digital investments and digital asset financial services, and GSX Group focuses more on the issuance, trading, and settlement of tokenized securities, which is huge for a lot of different reasons, but more specifically for the fact that they're all merging to potentially break into the cryptocurrency market and help push along all those digital currencies that are seeing a rise to fame lately. I think Dogecoin getting a lot of popularity, but more specifically the ones that are important are going to be Ethereum and Bitcoin having their big pushes as of late with their new highs that they've been recently seeing. And this is going to be good for a lot of different reasons. With this new merger, they're looking to basically pursue a digital securities exchange license in the US. They're trying to be one of the next companies that focuses with blockchain technology and cryptocurrencies to get a FINRA registration, which would allow them to broker essentially the securities that they're trying to manage. And for anybody that doesn't know what blockchain technology is, that kind of is the baseline of how different things can be put into a database. Essentially, it's think like a spreadsheet. You put a bunch of information together in different cells, and when you run those cells together, it becomes like a big chain of information, right? And for cryptocurrency specifically, all of them usually run on some sort of blockchain technology, and that blockchain technology allows them to be more decentralized, so one party can't control them all. There's no centralized bank. Everybody that invests in these cryptocurrencies has the same kind of power to keep it all away from it, and it helps make transactions more permanent and keeps it in a way that allows for things to be just shown anytime whenever somebody makes a transaction. So this is huge for not only just the company stock just in general, but just for the fact of it's going to be a big change for cryptocurrencies going forward. Like they have here cited in the article, this is on Yahoo Finance, but they have from the World Economic Forum, 10% of the world's GDP will be tokenized by 2027, which essentially just means about $24 trillion of market capitalization is going to become digitalized in cryptocurrencies or some sort of digital currency that isn't been able to be backed necessarily by paper money or coins that you would take to the gas station or something along those lines. And so this is going to be a big push, especially as we go long term. And with the collaboration going for a FINRA registration, like I said earlier, this is going to provide a very big opportunity for these companies to kind of merge and grow together and kind of grow cryptocurrencies and digital currencies as a whole in a big way. Now, for anybody kind of worried about it as of right now, the stock has been on a downtrend. If you look at it from about a month ago, it was at its highest about a little over a month ago back in January. And this was cut down because Document Security Systems did offer a $24 million stock offering during then, which cut down the prices quite a bit if you look at the stock trends, which we'll kind of look over here in a bit. But aside from that, it's been on a pretty good upscale trend right now. It's getting pretty significant holds in different support areas throughout its pricing. And as I said, right now, market close as of today was just over $4, and this was after the shares that were announced earlier today around 11 Eastern in the morning. So especially with this price not dropping more with those shares being offered, this is going to be huge for kind of pushing past the previous highs that DSS was on before they offered these initial shares back in January. This was January 20th when this article came out. And so we're going to be looking for a very good positive trend for them. Like I said before, the price point for short-term swing traders, you're probably looking around like $4.50 for your price range per share. If you're more long-term, this has the potential to almost double with all the cryptocurrency stuff blowing up right now with Bitcoin being backed by Tesla and everything of that nature. So if you're looking more long term, you can be seeing potential that this hits $8, maybe $10 down the road, whether that be a few months or a couple of years from now. It just really depends on how much you believe in the company and want to do your own research and kind of see what is a good point to hold it for you. So coming over here on the Webull charts again, like we did with the ZOM stock yesterday that we looked into. If you haven't checked out that video, by the way, make sure you go over there and see why you should be looking at ZOM as a serious stock in your portfolio for the moment. We're going to be looking at kind of just the day-to-day trends, and then I'll be doing a little more technical analysis after this brief view. But like I said, so about right here, this low point, this is around the 5th of February, back on Friday, just a few days ago. And as you can see, that was around like $3 that it opened up at. And as we went through the past few days coming up to today, we've had a couple peaks around like 4.2, and then we've came in and we closed at just over $4 today, $4 and a penny about roughly. So it's been on a very nice trend back up from this huge drop off in January, which was kind of spurred by all those shares sell-offs for $24 million that I showed you just a little bit ago in the video. And now if we go back a little farther, you can see that it has peaked above $6 already before, and this was back in December. That's a very good sign for what was going on there. If we go back even farther, this is even back a few months back, it peaked up at $10. So even though it's on a downtrend right now, this is mostly just because they've been stagnant and they weren't doing too much as a whole for the company. But with this new merger release, this definitely has the potential to get back up and maybe retest in these double-digit areas as it's already done before. Now obviously we can't base a stock on previous growth necessarily, but just by the trends of it testing that without having this type of merger size with like CoinStreet and everything else going on where they're trying to make their own brokerage essentially for digital currencies. This is going to basically make it so that they have the potential to push up and make this a huge, just kind of like U back up coming in for that $10 range. So like I said, just here coming shorter, this is like the past day. We've got a pretty significant amount here. I mean, you'd have like a short little dip, and with it growing the past few days, it's due for a little healthy pullback. We do have those shares coming up that are supposed to sell here soon that went through today, so I expect that to coincide with the healthy pullback. I could see it dropping back under $4 for another couple days again, potentially fluctuating, maybe hit that 3.6 3.8 range for you to be able to buy in and get back in. But once it goes there and it starts going up on that higher trend, I do see it hitting up to that 4.5 range potentially in the next like week or two for you to do like a nice little swing trade if you're trying to do that. And then like I said, if you're trying to go hold long term and you believe in like the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency stuff going on, then this is a very good stock to look into for potentially holding long term on your portfolio. All right, so going over here for the technical analysis on this chart, we do see that it's setting up pretty nicely. We've got the VWAP line here. You see when it was dropping, it was kind of fighting it a little bit and pushing underneath it a lot, but as it dropped down and it started going back up, it's been pulling a decent bit away from the VWAP at quite a few different times between Friday Friday and now. Obviously, this is going to be on a downtrend a little more, but this is just a couple hours after that sell-off news that they were going to be putting more shares into the market for that price range of 2.8. So this drop right here at close, just a few hours after that, is definitely a good sign that it's going to be holding. I do have a support line here around that 4.1 range, potentially, that it could be pushing and holding at if it reconsolidates and goes back up. With those share sell-offs, I do see a little bit of a fall off coming here. It could be following this trend line down a little bit and then making a slow rebound back up and following the staircasing kind of effect that it's doing. You see when it does its previous trends, it does like staircase quite a little bit. This is going to be a good indication that if it keeps pushing against this VWAP line, that it's going to allow it to continue expanding up in this channel. And as you can see, I've got it touching quite a few points through here. It's at a very nice, like, almost vertical line going up for a very positive bullish trend. So I would not be surprised, like I said, in the next few months potentially, especially with like cryptocurrency blowing up with that new Tesla news backing up with Bitcoin and everything, and especially if they get this licensing where they can do brokerage actions inside of the US with their securities and whatnot. I could see this potentially just getting huge, and they could become like a front runner in the cryptocurrency market for exchanges. So I'm very excited for this company for that reason. And you know, I'm not a financial advisor, you know, do your own due diligence for your research and everything like that, but I would say this is definitely something you want to have at minimum on your watch list to keep an eye on and potentially have in your portfolio as time goes on. So like I said, we're going to be looking for that dip. I'm going to be buying more on this dip down to get back into here, and then I personally probably going to be holding for like a good month or two, see what they come out of with their stuff and see if they have any more information coming out with that merger, and then going from there. Alright guys, that's going to do it for the video today. I just wanted to make sure you guys got the most up-to-date information on a new stock that I feel pretty confident is going to be making a good push here in the next few weeks. And this is potentially going to be a pretty good game changer for cryptocurrency as a whole if they can get this merger put through successfully with their registration with FINRA here in the United States. So it's going to be a fun one to watch over the next few weeks, potentially months, and I'm excited to see where it winds up long term. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like and subscribe, leave a comment below for any stocks or anything else you want me to try to analyze in the future for you, and make sure you're joining the Discord in the description below for the Stock Trade Discord for being able to just talk to in a community about different stocks going on, or to potentially get some new stuff on your watch list that you might not have seen before. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.